The 12 Laws of the Universe explained. Most people move through life believing the universe is random, that things just happen, and we react the best we can. But across ancient civilizations, spiritual traditions, and even modern psychology, there's a shared idea that the universe doesn't operate on chaos. It operates on principles. These are often called the 12 Laws of the Universe. And whether you see them as spiritual truths or psychological frameworks, they offer a powerful way to understand how life responds to us. The first is the law of divine oneness, the idea that everything is connected. What you think, what you say, and what you do doesn't stop with you. It ripples outward into relationships, environments, and outcomes. That leads to the law of vibration. Everything is energy, not just matter, but thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Each carries a frequency, and the state you live in most often becomes the signal you send into the world. The law of correspondence is often summed up as above, so below, as within, so without. The patterns in your inner world tend to reflect in your outer one. When life feels chaotic, it's often pointing to something unresolved beneath the surface. Most people recognize the law of attraction, but it's frequently misunderstood. It's not about wishing, it's about alignment. You tend to attract experiences that match what you consistently believe, focus on, and emotionally expect. Which is why the law of inspired action matters. Alignment without movement changes nothing. Opportunities respond to motion, not perfection. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy reminds us that energy can be shifted. Fear can become focus. Pressure can become momentum. Growth often begins where discomfort lives. Then there's the law of cause and effect. Nothing happens by chance. Every action, reaction, and decision sets something into motion, whether we see the connection immediately or not. Closely tied to that is the law of compensation, the idea that effort, intention, and contribution are always balanced. The return doesn't always come as money or success, but it always comes in some form. The law of relativity teaches perspective. Every challenge exists in comparison to something else. What feels overwhelming now may one day become proof of how far you've grown. The law of polarity reminds us that opposites are two ends of the same spectrum, light and dark, success and failure. One defines the other. The law of rhythm explains the cycles of life, growth and rest, expansion and contraction. Fighting the rhythm creates resistance. Understanding it creates flow. And finally, the law of gender, the balance of masculine and feminine energy within everything. Action and intuition, structure and creativity. Real creation requires both. So maybe the universe isn't random at all. Maybe it's responsive. And maybe the real power isn't in controlling life, but in learning how to move in alignment with the rules already in place.